Hey guys, it's been aka Tapport, aka Harambe, and this is my carbine video. Except it's not. When I said I was going to make the video, I was expecting it to be semi-automatic, but it is not. It's just a regular bolt-action rifle. I really cannot tell the difference between any... Actually, you know what, I can. It's got a sort of an optic on it, versus the other one is just iron sights, and the other one is a scope. So it's a little bit more fun to use than just the naked guns, and a little more fun to use aggressively than the scoped ones. So I do have a little bit of gameplay, but I'm really not going to talk about it at all. Instead, what I'm going to talk about is what some of my favorite guns have been so far. In the beta, we have access to 32 primary weapons. I have not used all of them, but I've definitely found some that I love, and that is what I will be going over. First on the list, the Automatico M1918. This puppy is an Italian submachine gun. It has got very kind of high recoil. It's a lot better just be hip firing with it, or if you just fight the recoil, it is just straight up. So just pull down pretty hard on your controller or your mouse and you'll be fine. The Achilles heel of this thing is its freaking fire rate. This thing will dump out a magazine in like 2 seconds tops, but it's kind of low damage but super high rate of fire, so you can drop maybe 3 people per mag and you can drop those guys quick. That is kind of what makes this thing so fun. The next best thing on the assault is the A10 pump shotgun. That's just a little bit fun to use. There aren't in this map very many opportunities to use it until the very end of Rush, or if you're running around in the town on Conquest, but it's just one of those guns that's kind of hard to use but still really fun. And then we will go right on to the next loadout. So for the medic, as I've mentioned in my previous video, the Mondragon Marksman is by far my favorite. This baby is kind of like a DMR. It's got a scope on it, and it's like a 3-shot kill basically across the board. This puppy will get you through a game. You can use it from start to finish. Range is not an issue. Fire rate is not an issue. Ammo, if you know how to count your shots, is not an issue either. It can fire 10 rounds and is reloaded in 2 clips of 5. Or, of course, just individual bullets as you are reloading if you have like an odd number. Or not an odd number, but, you know, a number that is not divisible by 5. That is my top. There is no better gun than this. The sight is amazing, the damage is amazing, the accuracy is pretty good. It's a little bit wonky if you're shooting while walking, but that seems to kind of be across the board on this beta and probably in the full game. I'm not very disappointed with that. I think it's a cool feature to really force people to stay seated while they're playing, or actually while they're firing more accurately. In Battlefield 4 there's some of that, but I really never felt it. The only class that really I had to be disciplined to stop moving is the sniper, which is a no-brainer obviously, but we'll go on to the next loadout now. Up next, this bad boy, the MG15 NA Suppressive. This puppy is another gun with a scope on it. It's got very low recoil, and it's got 200 rounds in the box. It comes bullets included right out of the box. With a fire rate of 550 rounds per minute, you will never find yourself in the need of reloading in an engaging gunfight. The trade-off is that it takes a long time to reload, but considering you got 200 rounds to spit around, you can risk not reloading here and there, and you're very likely to be safe when you finally do reload, because you'll realize you have about 30 bodies laying around you and 2 more rounds in that sweet, sweet box. Next class is the Scout class, and I was hoping that the SMLE MK3 Mark III carbine was going to be my favorite, but it turns out it is not a DMR and is in fact just a generic bolt-action rifle. All of these feel exactly the same, so I'm going to have to just play with my nationality and say the Gewehr M95 is my favorite. The sharpshooter variant does the trick, but the next best is the SMLE Mark III carbine. This thing is pretty damn fun. It feels like a dot sight sniper in Battlefield 4, It's pretty easy to use, and there is not much more to say about that. Sniping is very simple in this game so far, but I don't see that changing either, but it's fine. Anyway, that is it for now. I don't want to make these videos too long, blah 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 blah, upload times, blah blah blah, playing, blah 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 blah. So I hope this helped a little bit. I've given you guys some gameplay of each weapon as I mention it. These things are fun to use. This game is fun to play. Everyone in the entire world has access to it right now. Well, I can't say the entire world. Some poor North Koreans probably don't have access to it, and I'm sure there's some other countries that also don't. But if you have the availability, it does not matter if you're playing PC, PS4, Xbox One. You can get your hands on this. Go download it, have some fun. This game is a real treat. It's better than Battlefront, minus the fact that there's no Star Wars in it. It's not as good as Battlefield 4 yet, but it is a beta. I don't know if it's better than the Battlefield 4 beta. It's probably on par with it. Anyway, this has been Ben aka Tapport. Long ass video. Peace.